guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I wanted to talk about the 1984 movie The Jar, aka Charon. Um, this just got a fairly recent release by TerrorVision, who puts out really great Blu-rays. I really enjoy their stuff. My buddy sent me a copy that I bought off of him, and I watched it last night. This is the second time I've seen this film. I watched it once, I don't know, months ago on YouTube, and it was horrible. This is actually pretty fun. So, the reason it was horrible, it was muddy and blurry and you could hardly see anything, and the old versions that were released of this film were all chopped off so you'd miss parts of the scenes. This is full and it looks phenomenal. I don't know how they restored this, or I guess the quality of the film or whatever. Well, I think it's shot on video. Was pristine, because they made this look way better than it has any right to look. There's two versions of the film on the disc, the high contrast and the low contrast. High contrast is kind of like everything's brighter and neoned out, and low contrast looks more like a normal film. I prefer high contrast because it looks like the cover, like everything is very colorful and, again, like neon and bright, and I think that really adds to this movie. So the point of the movie is pretty simple, which is why I haven't gotten into it yet at a minute and a half. This gentleman on the cover, I think his name is Paul, he comes across a car accident, finds an old man who's injured, and brings him back to his house. The guy doesn't want to go to the doctor or anything, or the hospital. Brings him back to his house to try to help him, and the old man disappears, but leaves behind something he had with him, which is a jar with some kind of demonic fetus in it, and that kicks off the film. Paul starts to get visions, starts to see crazy stuff happening. Some of it, the imagery is tied to Christianity. He's on a cross at one point, I think. There's stabbings, there's all this crazy stuff, and you don't know what's real, what's going through his head, but he starts to just get bombarded with, like, evil. He tries breaking the jar so the visions stop. There's a little cool scene near the end of the film, but he's trying to go through life, and he's slowly just getting more and more, I guess, insane or possessed or whatever is happening. It's never really fully explained. But that's kind of the gist of the film. It's a simple film in that regard. Supposedly the budget was around $200,000, which is crazy, especially at that time. That's a lot of money. But it looks great. It's interesting. It kind of keeps you guessing what's going on. I don't think it has like some great plot or some magnificent ending, but it's a fun film. I enjoy it. I know Red Letter Media did a video saying it was one of the worst films they've ever seen. It's totally not. I've seen way worse movies than this. This is fun. And as I said, it has that high contrast and low contrast version. It looks stupendous. It has a commentary by the director as well as some people involved. Another commentary, a making of documentary, further reflections, 2 interviews, a still gallery, Gary at the music box, and newly created subtitles. The subtitles really help because there are a couple scenes where there's like yelling and muttering, and they really can clarify a couple of little things that were said. Trying to think. That's about it. It's a fun film. My major negative on this movie, besides it being, slightly incoherent, which is good or bad depending on how you look at it, it didn't bother me, but some people won't like that, is the main actor can't really act very well. So throughout the film, he sounds very stilted and like awkward. But the rest of it I found very fun. I had a good time with it. It's been a rough few days, and I threw this on and kind of kicked back, and it was the right moment. So anyway, let me know, guys, if you've seen The Jar or if you intend on picking up this new release. I don't think you can do much better in regards to the quality. Whether you like the film or not is up to you. So thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.